Good day, internet people.
Good day.
That wasn't much of a countdown, was it? Okay, hello. We've had a request or two over the years to show these little beauties off. It's our special... Shut up, there was a million of them. Yeah, it's our special rules deck. People have been asking about this, so...
That one person, which I cannot remember your name off the top of my head, I'm sorry.
I'm going to call him Steve. If I can get it out of the bag, there we go. So, it's a deck profile of special rules cards. Right. So, up first is the triple R. All triggers add 10,000 power instead of 5,000 power, which is pretty interesting.
Thanks, Phil.
Yeah, that's a very popular one. Yeah. You've got continuous. When your Vanguard attacks, it gains power plus 1,000 for each damage taken. So whatever's in your damage zone, basically, see if you're on 5 damage, your Vanguard gets plus 5k when you attack. I think we have, yeah.
Yes, we have.
That was a fun one, I think.
We have used that one before, I remember that one.
We've got your Vanguard is always crit 2, even after triggers or other effects. So when your Vanguard attacks, it will do 2 damage if it hits. That's even if you pull a crit or 4 crits or whatever. Just as 2 damage straight out. Continuous, all units drive check, put the rearguard drive checks to the bottom of the deck. That's a well-known one from the anime in Series 2 on the Asia circuit. Pretty fun one to play with. This one is, if your opponent would defeat one of your rear guards, your Vanguard can jump in and take the hit. Always deals a damage. 1 damage, in fact. So it's essentially like an intercept for you there, which is pretty cool, because it means you can put yourself to 4 damage if you want to, or you can protect a rear guard. You know, it's pretty useful. Then you've got continuous, all units may intercept. Grade 3 units have 5,000 shield power. That can change your strategy quite a lot. Continuous, in the draw phase you may discard 3 cards to draw 3 new ones, once per game. So it's like a bit of a gamble one. If you don't like what's in your hand at the start of your draw phase, there you go. Drop 3, draw 3. All Vanguard attacks have twin drive, even at grade 1 and 2. That one doesn't tend to go on for very long, but it can help you if you're grade stuck at least. What's this one? Take all damage face down only. So if you needed to counterblast, I hope you have damage and flippers. Auto, begin with 2 damage and you lose when you get to 8 damage. That's another one from the anime.
Which we haven't really used a lot.
No.
I mean, that's one of the good ones.
You've got rested units cannot intercept from the rear guard. So if your unit is rested, tapped like that, then it cannot intercept. So you have to decide whether it's worth attacking or not. All 11,000 power Vanguards are now 10,000 power. Yeah, that's great. All those 10k attackers suddenly becoming a lot more deadly. In your end phase, select 1 rearguard, retire it, and draw a card. That one works quite nicely for certain builds, less nicely for others. Dream Draw. Choose the starting 5. So basically, you choose your opening hand with that deck, that card. That's pretty good. Lets you kind of get the start you want in the game. And then you've got trigger bonus. Draw is draw 2, stand is stand 2, crit is crit plus 2, and heal is to heal 2, but with the usual rules applying for whether you can heal or not. So that one's kind of cool. It makes games... each trigger is really terrifying. Right, both players play with their hands shown at all times. I think we had one game uploaded with this rule. It was quite interesting because you could just see what your opponent's got at any moment. Then there is no drop zone. When you discard, put that unit on the bottom of the deck. That's okay, but Legion doesn't work with that, and Grand Blue don't like it either. This one is Break Ride Hell. When you ride a grade 2 onto a grade 1, power plus 3k. When you ride a grade 3 onto a grade 2, power plus 5k. Non-break ride grade 3s add 2,000. So if you add a normal grade 3 onto a normal grade 3, you get a bit of a power boost there. At the end of your turn, discard or draw until you have 6 cards in hand. Once per game, you may take 1 damage and draw 2 cards. So it looks like you can choose to do that at any time. We didn't really put any timing on there. I would suggest making that the main phase only one though. Your perfect guards do not require a discard to guard attacks, so a perfect guard becomes a costless thing. Very nice. Draw 2 cards in your draw phase, return 1 card from hand to the bottom of your deck. So it doesn't have to be one of the 2 you just drew. If you've got one in your hand that you want to recycle, you can just pop that to the bottom of the deck. It's a bit of an Oracle Think Tank skill, but it applies to anyone playing. This one is when your rear guard attacks, you may discard 1 card to draw 1 card. Pretty cool for fixing your hand, but again, you can deck out quite easily if you're not careful. If you draw in your draw phase, you may roll a dice. If it's even, you don't draw. If it's odd, you draw 2. If you choose not to gamble, then that's fine, you just draw 1 as normal. And the last one is the upside down card. It's in your stand phase, you may only stand up to 3 rear guard units. We pulled this one in a special rules game recently, but I don't think at any point did it actually apply to the game. We never actually had that many rear guards, either of us. But yeah, that's our special rules deck as it currently stands. So obviously what we do is we shuffle that, pick one at random for the game in hand. So yeah, feel free to kind of be inspired by these, but don't be limited to these ones. Feel free to come up with your own. Post them down below if you've got any cool ones that you've used. And, if you've filmed any games where you use these kind of special rules, we'd love to see those as well. Post those down below as well. And there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next video. Goodbye, Internet people.